Okay guys, here, I'll sit down, explain what's going on, and then I'll probably give you guys a little bit faster view of what's going on here. Pretty much, I've reached the end of the rope with this. It's not done, still leaks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off of there, and I'm going to play with the valve and get gas all over me and try to figure out where the stop is, so that way she's not constantly overflowing and I don't have to worry about that problem anymore. Right now she runs, I gotta try to start her with the fuel off though, which is weird. And then when she fires up with the fuel off, I gotta get her warmed up and then I can give her fuel. I might show a little bit of footage of me actually starting it. As you can see, it's got some snow on the tires. I did ride it the other day. I was rolling the camera, but the phone ran out of memory, so I made sure I went through and cleared everything I wasn't going to put up off my phone, so that way I could do this video and sort of, show you guys what I'm going to be doing. It's going to be cold. It's like 20 something degrees out here. I would put a space heater on, but it runs off of propane. I'm gonna have gas fumes going all over the garage. I'm not taking that risk. I'd advise, if you're gonna do something like this in cold temperatures, you don't either, because that's not very smart at all. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna take you guys through this a little bit. This video might be a little bit longer just because this is filmed over like the course of 2 months and actually like 3 or 4 days, but I want this thing running now. Spring is around the corner and I'll be able to ride it a lot more come then. We've got some neat plans for this come this summer because my dad's getting a welder, so we're gonna do some stuff up and give it possibly a straight pipe, because why not? Wyatt, if you're watching this video, how loud this thing is without a straight pipe, and why not? But yeah, I guess I'm gonna get working on this. You guys will probably get like some sort of time lapse. So here we go. Okay, you guys, I think we need to take a quick second to talk about this. The thing that I think is going on here, you guys probably just got a montage or something because I don't really have good music I can play in my videos, but you guys probably just got a quick roll of me screwing around with this and, you know, to no avail. You know, I can close it with my hand and I can cut the fuel off with my fingers. What I think is happening is this little tiny needle valve here. I don't know if you guys can see it. You probably can. It's just this little piece right here has a really good spring in it. You know, it just, the bad part about it is that I don't think it's letting this close up completely. I don't think it's letting this go up to close. So my next step is I'm gonna call McCuney, which is the maker of this carburetor, and I'm gonna talk to them about things I can do about this, which I probably should have done a long time ago. And, you know, we'll figure this out because I've had this problem with two carburetors now. Two separate carburetors I've had that constantly overflow. I never did something like this with the other one just because you're not supposed to get gas like that all over your hands. But, you know, at this point it's kind of really frustrating me that I can't just get this thing to close up on its own. And, you know, if it wasn't for that, we've got this whole thing ready to go. It's got fuel, everything is good in this, besides maybe the clutch, which would be my next project on this, which would be cheap. But everything is good to go on this right now to run. I could ride this all day right now if the carb wasn't screwing up. If it was actually closing its fuel. Now, one thing that I thought about is, well, maybe I'm giving it too much fuel. Maybe my fuel line is too big for the carb or something. But that doesn't make sense because this would still shut the fuel off, as you guys just saw. You know, I'm getting that fuel to shut off, but it's not doing it by itself like it should be. So, at this point, I'm really kind of just, I don't know what to do with it. Because, you know, this is my second carb. So this is probably $120 after. You know, my first carb was $40. This one was like $70. So it's getting to be expensive in just replacing carbs. And, you know, I don't have a bunch of money to just buy carb after carb after carb until one works. So I'm probably going to get in touch with McCuney and figure out what we can do with this to make it run. Because as of right now, if she'll turn on, she'll go. But you can tell, you know, even after a minute or so of running with the fuel completely on, she starts to bog down because she's just getting flooded. And, you know, normally that wouldn't happen if this was actually closing up. So that's something I'm going to take a look at. Maybe I'll try adjusting that back piece first, and then I'll call them and see what they say. That'll probably be tomorrow. I'm probably going to have a couple of videos come out the next couple of days going over this because I've got a lot of footage and, you know, I'm not just going to try to shove that all into one video like I was hoping. But yeah, other than that, like, she's ready to rip. So this is a very, very annoying thing that is happening to me right now. I think I just found the problem now. So now I'm going to try this, and then I will be back with you guys in a second. Now, one of the things I forgot, gas isn't really good to work with, especially if it's just draining out onto your skin and into your pores, and can give you different types of cancer, and it's just not good for you all the way around. I forgot we had rubber gloves, so I was working on this with bare hands. I would always advise you to wear rubber gloves when working with or around gas. Definitely would advise that. Don't do what I just did. Get a pair of rubber gloves, because it'll save you possibly your life, So, good thing to remember. Tech tip of the day: rubber gloves when you're working with gas. And I was also being really dumb and completely 100%, forgot I could probably get this a whole lot tighter if I used the screws rather than my hand, which means it wouldn't be leaking from the gasket seal, which I had happen several times, which may have misled me. I don't really care about that hose thing right at the moment, so I'm just going to shove them in. Tighten them down and call her good. This way, I'll still be touching it, but I won't be holding it nearly as much. And with gas everywhere, it's just going to be safe. I also would advise you not to smoke if you're doing work like this on a carburetor. This whole place is pretty much filled up with gas fumes and is highly explosive, and that's why I am not running a space heater, because I don't need nor do I want this to explode. You guys probably can't see that. Can I get the flash on? No. Can't do that? Oh, whatever. So you guys see in there, we got that new adapter piece on. We actually adapted the adapter to the old piece. Here. Autofocus. Focus up on that. Because it just wasn't working the way we had it. Like when we bought that, it was too small to fit the actual engine block, so we ended up having to drill new holes in the new piece and make the holes on the old piece bigger, but it fits, everything fits up, everything works, so that's good. Other than the carb, as you guys can see, that's the new carb, and hopefully we can get this running for you guys tomorrow. I've already taken it out, done donuts in it. It runs good and solid for a good couple of minutes, and then it just is downhill from there. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.